Welcome to this Feel Good Morning Mobility and Flexibility Yoga practice. We'll get started today in Child's Pose Balasana. Take a moment to widen your knees if you would like. Begin to walk your arms out in front as you melt your heart towards Mother Earth. Give yourself permission to soften as you begin to reconnect with your inner landscapes. Allow yourself to remember your conscious awareness here in this very moment. Feel your connection to this body. Feel your connection to the breath. And as we flow together throughout this practice, you might notice that thoughts come and go, emotions ebb and flow. And as they do so, allow yourself to stay anchored as this point of awareness, as this expression of conscious being. Let us take one nourishing breath together. Inhale through the nostrils. Exhale through the mouth. Let it all go. Begin to attune to your natural breathing rhythm. If it's possible and comfortable, you might like to inhale and exhale out through the nostrils. On your next breath, press into your palms and rise up into tabletop. On your inhalation, arch your back, gaze forwards, cow pose. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest, cat pose. Continue to create these spinal waves as you pair movement with breath. You might notice a gentle release for the back body. And continue to soften your face and your jaw. Let's explore one more round of our cat and cow. From here, send your hips back towards your heels, child's pose. Reach your arms out in front. On your next inhalation, press into your palms, roll through into cobra. Lower your pelvis onto the mat, open up the chest, bend your elbows. Exhale, send your hips back towards your heels, child's pose. We'll do that again. Inhale, roll through. Draw your navel towards your spine to help you protect your lower back. Open up the chest, soften your shoulders down away from your ears. Exhale, child's pose, and again. If this feels like too much movement for your lower back today, know that you could return to our cat and cow. Always honor your energy levels. Always honor your inner experience. On your next inhalation, rise up onto all fours. Tuck your left toes under, glide your foot back, straighten your leg. Inhale, float your leg up to hip height, flex your foot. And if you like, you can reach your right arm out in front. Coming into bird dog, Anjaneyasana. Continue to press into your left palm, your knuckles, and your fingertips to support you. You can either stay here or let's find our tiger pose, Vyaghrasana. Bending your left knee and using your right hand to grab a hold of either your leg or your foot. Continue to kick your foot into your hand, open up your chest, shine your heart forwards. Offer yourself one nourishing breath here. Inhale and exhale. Find an inhalation here, and on your exhalation, gently release from tiger pose. Return to tabletop, and from here, round your spine. Breathe into the back body. Return to tabletop, and let's find this on the other side. Glide your right foot back, inhale. Exhale, float your leg up to hip height. If you like, you can also reach your left arm out in front, creating an opposition between opposite limbs, stabilizing the torso and your pelvis. If you'd like to join us in tiger pose, bend your right knee, grab a hold of the medial edge of your ankle with your left hand. Continue to reach your limbs skywards, open up your chest, soften your face, find a point of focus. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. When you're ready to leave the posture, mindfully release the bind. Return your limbs to the earth, tabletop. And again, round your spine, cat pose. Return to tabletop. On your inhalation, reach your left arm skywards, gaze up. Exhale, thread the needle. Guide your left arm onto the earth between your right palm and your right leg. You might like to place your right palm behind your back towards the inner seam of your left thigh. Continue to soften your upper body as you stabilize your pelvis. Mindfully return your right palm to the earth. Inhale, raise your left arm, gaze up. Exhale, tabletop. Let's take a round of cat and cow. On your next inhalation, raise your right arm, gaze up. Exhale, Parsvottanasa. Relax your face and your jaw. Find your expression of this posture. Continue to stay grounded in the awareness of what's going on for you in this posture. Notice where you feel a stretch. Maybe notice where you feel tightness. And perhaps seeing if you can soften a little more. Return your left palm to the earth. On your inhalation, reach your right arm skywards, gaze up. Exhale, tabletop. From here, tuck your toes under. Walk your hands out in front slightly and let's press up into downward facing dog, Ardha Hanumanasana. If you like, you can take a moment here to mobilize your legs, move the body in any way that feels nourishing. Continue to breathe. Begin to slow down your movements. On your next inhalation, raise your right leg skywards, three-legged dog. Engage your right glutes. Exhale, knee to chest. Mindfully step your foot between your palms. Lower your back knee down. Really think about lengthening your spine here. Noticing the deep stretch for your left hip. Inhale in your crescent moon. Exhale, send your hips back, straighten your front leg, half monkey, Ardha Hanumanasana. You can stay upright, or if you'd like a deeper stretch, melt your heart towards your front leg. Do your best to square your hips here. Keep guiding your toes back towards your shin. On your next inhalation, reach your right arm skywards, gaze up. Exhale, right palm on the earth. From here, bend your front knee, tuck your back toes under, elevate your back leg, high crescent moon. Stabilize your pelvis. Inhale here, lengthen the spine. On your exhalation, begin to send your pelvis up and back as you straighten your right leg, pyramid pose. We'll keep the back heel elevated. If you need to, know that you can always walk your back foot in slightly to help reduce the intensity of this stretch. You can keep your torso elevated, or for a deeper stretch, melt your heart towards your front leg. Gently re-bend your front knee, palms on the earth, step back to plank pose. Stacking shoulders over wrists. Firming up your quads, your glutes, and your core muscles. Lengthening your body. Find an inhalation here. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. On your next inhalation, lift your left leg, three-legged dog. Square off the shoulders. Exhale, knee to chest. Lower your left foot and your right knee down. Take a moment to remember your awareness of your body in space. Feel your connection to Mother Earth. Feel the length along your spine and your neck. Inhale here. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, half monkey. Stabilize your pelvis. Maybe you stay upright or find your forward fold. Guide your breath to any regions of the body where you notice sensation. Mindfully re-bend your left knee, tuck your back toes under, elevate your leg, high crescent moon. Notice the deep stretch for your right hip. Stabilize your pelvis. And mindfully send your hips up and back, pyramid pose. In this posture, the left hip is naturally going to want to open out to the side. So see if you can intentionally guide your left hip towards the back of your mat as you gently pull your right hip forwards. Notice the deep stretch along the back of your left leg. One breath here. Mindfully re-bend your left knee, return your palms to the earth, and step back to plank pose, Vyaghrasana. Use this opportunity to cultivate inner strength and one-pointedness. Focus on your breathing. Focus on the spaciousness between breaths. Let's meet in downward facing dog. Offer yourself this opportunity to stretch out the back body. And gently lower your knees down onto the mat. Come up into a seated position. You can lower your sits bones onto the earth, feet hip-width distance apart, palms behind your back. Inhale here. Exhale, engage your glutes, lift your pelvis, open up your chest. Keep pressing into the big toe mounds, keeping your knees aligned with your hips. Find an inhalation here. Exhale, lower down. Join the soles of your feet together, Vyaghrasana. You can stay upright, or if it's in your practice today, hinge your torso forwards. Perhaps rest your arms or your forehead on the earth. Find softness. On your next breath, gently rise up, roll the shoulders back and down, close off the hip joints, and let's come into a kneeling position. We are going to explore camel pose, Ustrasana. Place your palms behind your sacrum, fingertips facing towards the earth. Think about drawing your elbows close towards one another. Engage your core muscles, push your hips forwards. As you begin to arch your back, maybe gaze up or maybe you gaze behind you. You can stay in this variation, otherwise rise up and we'll find our full camel. One palm at a time, grab a hold of either your heels or your ankles. Continue to send your hips forwards, use core strength. Keep the arms active here to help you lift up through the chest. When you feel ready, return one palm at a time to your sacrum, lift the torso. Return your sits bones towards your heels. Take a moment here with your spine in a neutral alignment. Allow yourself to let go of any tension. If you need to, you can definitely come into child's pose to offer yourself a counter posture. Otherwise, let's come into a seated position. Place one palm on your belly, the other atop of your heart. Let us take this opportunity to reconnect with the awareness of our being. To reconnect with the awareness that we exist beyond our thoughts. We exist beyond our emotions. As you journey throughout the unfolding of this day, may you remember the anchoring, powerful presence of the breath. Allow yourself to return to the breath as often as you would like. On your next inhalation, reach your arms skywards, palms together. Exhale, lower your hands towards your heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands towards your heart. And again. On this next exhalation, lower your palms towards your third eye center. Take a moment to acknowledge the tranquility that you have cultivated within the mind. From here, lower your palms towards your heart. Bow down towards this moment and towards your practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining this morning yoga practice. I hope you are feeling nourished and at peace. I invite you to leave a comment down below, share your experience with our community, and if you haven't already done so, feel free to subscribe to this channel.